Good morning, class 10. How are you guys doing? I hope you all are doing great. Actually, I'm not well, so today I don't know. I'm having my bad headaches, because of my eyes. I guess I have to go to a good doctor. Yes, when I travel to Kolkata back for my medical treatment, I'll get things done, and I have some few ailments which affect, so human being is going to affect. I'm not a machine, so we'll come back to SSC today without wasting too much of time. It's that we were on that decentralization and then we'll finish this chapter, right? Like it says here, what to say about your decentralization. You must have understood last time I told you some part of it. There's an example of there's one small picture here in a book. A girl is sitting and she says, Prime Minister runs the country, Chief Minister runs the state. Logically, then the chairperson of the Jila Parishad should run the district. It's a vague question. I don't get to it. Why does the DM or the collector administrator the district? Because they are more powerful, they are being put in that place so that they can run the place by the center. The center needs a person. The Zila Parishad will work on their own, but they have to report to someone. Like you are in the class, now the monitor can't teach the class. You will say the principal runs the director runs the school, the principal looks after the school work, and then logically the monitor should take care of the classes. There should be no teachers. No, that's the question. Now you think about that. If you take it this way, Prime Minister runs the country, Chief Minister runs the state. Logically, then the chairperson of the Jila Parishad should run the district. You are in the common, your local village, the local committee or the local panchayat. So Prime Minister, director is the boss of the school, then comes the teachers, they are running the school and the principal is also with them running the school. So then the monitor of the class should take care of the studies. Correct? Think about it. Why not? Why are you not given that? If you come to get that answer, then the Jila Parishad, why he doesn't run the district, you will come to know. Why the principal and teachers are there in place of, why does the DM or collector administer the district? Director is the boss of the school, then we have the principal, then we have teachers, then the monitor should take care of the class. Why is there a principal then who takes care of the whole situation after the director? Think about that, you will get your answer, your problem is solved. Okay, so I'll not go too much into it. You think and try to decide what did I say and what did I not. Like it's a 3-tier train, like another picture I see in your book. So we are like a 3-tier coach in a train. I always prefer the lower berth. See, this type of thinking, I always prefer to be down. You don't have that initiative of going up. How will your country go forward? This is the place where we are getting stuck. We have noted already the above federal governments have 2 or more tiers of governments. We have so far discussed 2 tiers of government in our country, but the vast country like India cannot run only on only through these 2 tiers. States in India as large as independent countries of Europe in terms of population. Uttar Pradesh is the biggest, bigger than Russia. Maharashtra is almost big as Germany. Many of these states are internally very diverse. There is thus a need for power sharing within the states as well. Federal power sharing in India needs another tier of government below that of state governments. This is the rationale for decentralization of power, thus resulted in a 3rd tier government called the local government. When the power is taken away from the central governments and state governments given to local governments, it is called decentralization. The basic idea behind decentralization is that there is a large number of problems and issues which are settled at the local level. Because people have better knowledge of that area. Right? A director won't know what's happening in the class, but a class teacher will know. Not even the class teacher, that subject teacher will know about that particular subject, the class teacher will not know. That subject teacher can give report. If the director asks the class teacher, okay, tell me about how she is doing in history, she can give the marks. But how is actually that child getting hold of it, that teacher can only give at the local part. Those who are involved in it. They have also better ideas on where to spend and how to manage things more efficiently. Besides, at the local level, it is possible for the people to directly participate in decision making. Someone sits in the chair in the office and says, okay, you do this in your village. He doesn't know what is happening there. Suppose a local PS, police officer comes to your area and he wants to catch some criminals. Does he know that area? He's been transferred and come. How the heck is he going to know which road where? So he needs someone in the local part. Or he needs someone in this police station who has been staying there, who has interacted in that place, who is very much known to that place. Right? Basic type of information I am giving you which is going to help you understand. You have to look at it in various angles. What is it trying to say? So this police officer comes. And tomorrow one theft happens or whatever, one crime has taken place, crime scene has been taken place, and he has come from Kolkata, transferred. Polices are transferred. SP has been transferred. SPs don't need state transfers, they come from different places, they are all IS officers, IPS, IS, so they come. Suppose a DM has come, he has been transferred from somewhere, he has come to a separate state. How will he know that place? So he has to get involved with the local people. But he'll be the authority. He'll have to control them. If he lets it go, it will be into a total havoc, a hodgepodge. Corruption is this. I'm not saying that there is no corruption in the local level or in the top level. Corruption is everywhere, but it is controlled by someone. So that as long as the corruption is controlled, okay, everything is going on fine. When the corruption gets too high, then there is agitation and demonstration. And then there is another change of party. Simple logic. This is what is happening in the country right now. Corruption is everywhere. This is not the only country with corruption. There are high standard corruptions everywhere all over the world. This is nothing. India is nothing in front of corruption. Now the need for decentralization was recognized in our constitution. Since then there have been several attempts to decentralize power to the level of villages and towns. Panchayats, villages and municipalities in urban areas were set up in all states, but they were directly under the control of the state governments. Elections to these local governments were not held regularly. Local governments did not have any powers to resource of their own. Thus, they were very little decentralized in effective terms. 1922, the third type of democracy, tired democracy, was more powerful and effective. Seats were reserved, 1/3 of all positions were reserved for women. So these things changed, and then these things became much more better. The panchayat works under the overall supervision of the Gram Sabha. All voters in the village are its members. It has to meet at least twice or thrice a year to approve the annual budget of the Gram Panchayat and to review the performance of the Gram Panchayat. The local government structure goes right up to the district level. A few Gram Panchayat groups are together to form, which is usually called a Panchayat Samiti or Block Mandal. The members of this representative body are elected by all the Panchayat members in that area. All the Panchayat Samiti or mandals constitute the Zilla, the district, the Parishad. Most members of the Zilla Parishad are elected members of the Lok Sabha, and MLAs of that district are some of the officials of other district level bodies, also its members. Now, Zilla Parishad chairperson is the political head of the Zilla Parishad. Similarly, local government bodies exist for urban areas as well. Municipalities are set up. So, municipality, the mayor is the boss of that place. Okay. This is what it is all about. I'll come back in the next video.